Hey guys, Rob Hoover here with my 2020 Skeeter WX 2060 boat review. I bought this boat a couple months ago and just haven't been around to put in a video together for you guys, but really wanted to highlight with this video how much storage there is. We'll start over here. I mean, you got these storage boxes on each side in the back here. I got my 4 boards for each side in there, plus 15 8600 boxes full of lead cranks, shallow diving cranks, deep diving cranks, you name it. I got 30 boxes total of lead and cranks stored in this boat. The live well system, beautiful. It's not the longest live well system I've ever seen, but for the walleye fishing, the bass fishing, it's plenty. You can definitely get way down in there. It's the deepest live well I've ever seen on a boat. So no problems keeping lots of your fish alive and healthy all day long. Coming up the side here, I did a track system on the boat on both sides. I'm a track guy. I really like the way that stuff works. It's very universal for if I want to switch to salmon and switch back to walleye and whatnot. It makes it easy. I got downriggers that slide in there and will lock in and whatnot. Just very universal system. I like it. They also offer a rail system for up there, which is not bad either. Forward on the boat, you can see I got all my tools. There's tool holders everywhere on this boat. Up there by the little cooler, around here. It's anytime I can put a tool somewhere, especially a pair of pliers, I really like it. It makes me faster getting fish out of the net and whatnot, and efficiency is key. So you got a little rod storage here thing not many people know about. So right here, you got a bungee cord that's going to come out, and you got somebody that jumps in the boat for the day. They got a couple rods they want to throw in. You could put them right there and button them on the back, and they're accessible for them. They don't have to climb all over your stuff to get to their stuff. Very nice little feature. This boat is loaded with those creature features. So coming up the passenger side of the boat here, we have a large storage compartment for rods or whatever else you want to throw in there. I recommend rods. I had 12 trolling rods in there. I'm currently moved them all, but they're probably going to go back in there. I really liked where they were, and it opened up a lot of the boat. So and go back to the other side here. We got another little storage compartment, and not as big as the other side. You got your controls and whatnot go through this side and a lot of the wiring, so they made it a little bit shorter here. But I got quite a few harnesses in there ready to go, and my scaling and calling system are in there. Nice little storage box. Definitely opened up some of the boat by doing that. The cooler, ooh, this is the business end. This is where my sandwiches go. Insulated cooler, fully insulated. Right now I got some waters in there and my soap and my little bit of walleye stink, but I will actually put my lunch in there for the day, or 2 lunches or whatever, and fill it full of ice. It drains through the boat and comes out the back, and really don't have to worry about much. Fully sealed. So again, it's got the tool holders on it there. Moving forward, we got this rod locker. I put 12 rods in my rod locker. I can probably fit more. I socked all my rods so I could really gather them together there. But just a very, very big rod locker. And again, I can probably move all those 12 rods to that side where I showed you. Well, I know I kind of had them in there. And open all this up if I had a co-angler jump in for the day, or my tournament partner, and he wants to fill it full of his crankbaits, his rain suit, anything. It's such a beautiful big storage area for virtually anything once it's opened up. So, and coming forward, I got 2 of the biggest side storage units I've seen on a 20-foot boat. That guy goes all the way almost to the bow, and currently in there I have 2 life jackets, 2 throwables, a rain suit, 4 boxes of plastics for jigging, a boat bag that has pretty much every part imaginable replaceable for a boat that would break, any small trinkets, nuts, bolts, screws, and I got all my owner's manuals are in that little box, along with some registrations and any important paperwork, and my flares. There's also a fire extinguisher down in there. Oh, and a beautiful fold-away light that goes in the back. Coming to the other side, it's got a smaller lid to it, but the smaller lid really didn't take away from the depth of storage. I got my trees in there right now. You can see them trees go way up there. Those obviously come out. That's the first thing to come out. So this is pretty much open storage throughout the boat. I got some boards in there, and I threw in some. I got a big old bag of beads in there. I'm gonna head up north, so I just started packing. But for the most part, this compartment would have pretty much been open on this boat too. Behind that, you got a bait well system. No surprise, summertime here. I'm not much of a live bait guy. I got my trolling socks in there. But if I had to, I like my perch fish, and I do quite a bit of live bait in the early spring. This is a beautiful bait well. Aerated, holds quite a few bait very easily in it. Sound system throughout the boat. Rod storage when you move forward. You have on the passenger side of the boat or the bow, you can fit a 6.6 rod through there. Driver's side of the boat, you can fit a 7-foot or a little bit better rod over there. And the bow on this boat is very, very comfortable. I put my graph on a Cisco mount, so I would open up. I'll show you right here. I got lots of foot space. I'm just shy of 6 feet tall here for the most part, and I got lots of legroom, lots of space. Kick the trolling pedal wherever I want, and my graph will probably more than likely never get damaged because nobody can kick that high. Somebody could definitely hit your screen down there on a cut-in, but that's up to you. Coming forward, I have an Altair on this boat right now. It's on a slide bracket. Reason for that slide bracket is your steep ramps. You come to some of them ramps, you see them guys take that boat off that trailer. Now we're always in a hurry, it seems. They're not doing it the right way. That boat comes slamming down, that motor busts off of the front roller, and next thing you know, you got a $2,000+ motor that is either junk or needs a couple $100 worth of parts. For the price of the bracket, to avoid all that, to easily slide it back out after you launch, priceless. Coming down, I did a rail system in this boat. I'm sure some of you guys are very curious about that. I like my hang lining reels way up front. I like to preload that spring a little bit with tension. I like it to store with very little tension on it. So my tension comes from me bringing a couple of wraps back. So I'm gonna have to bring it all the way back to the back when I hook up my clevises and whatnot. That preloads my reel. And I did some rail mounts for those. This is a Scotty mount. I got a local guy that makes those mounts for that reel. So it'll fit into a Scotty, but puts it on the outside of the rail and really highlights that reel. Puts it in the proper place for me. We'll move back to the console here at the driver's side and go through some of that. One of the most comfortable boats I've ever captained. Just seemed to fit like a glove in this area. It kind of locks you in. You got a little elevated platform for your feet, but everything is that you need to touch or do is at your fingertips. You're not swinging way around or reaching way down trying to touch something. Everything is right there. You got your Yamaha craft gauges right up there, which will tell you everything you need to know about those engines. Got a tilt steering wheel, touch button, dash, everything that you possibly need to do. Trim tabs, main motor trim, live wells, anything I could possibly need to do as a captain of this boat besides change the radio station, I can do from this seat, which is pretty impressive to me. Now moving down, they did some more storage on each side. Hard to imagine, but underneath that console on both sides, there's enough for a little rod rack on this side, which is the passengers. You can put some boxes up there. I got some ropes up there right now, but you could easily put another box of cranks up there or anything that's not going to fall off of the lip. I could put my trolling bags and stuff them up there if I wanted to. But the rod storage on the passenger side is pretty good. You got a little bit for 2 butts of a rod to sit in there, and those would come down along the floor. There's 2 more cutouts for the butts of rods that would come down, same thing. So lots and lots of room for even the passenger to jump in this boat. Stereo system is on the passenger side here. It's an Infinity sound system. It sounds great. It's for being an included sound system. 4 speakers, Bluetooth, and next to it you got your little day box there, glove box. It's the deepest glove box I've ever seen in my life. Very, very beautiful. Lots of storage. Storage was the name of the game in this boat, and I want to say that Skeeter absolutely knocked it out of the park. I came from a bigger 21-foot series multi-species boat, and I got stuff in this boat that I wouldn't have had in that boat because I have more room for things. So that's all for the interior, guys. I hope you enjoyed my little point of view walkthrough of my Skeeter 2060 2020 model.